Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our Peak of the Week. For today, I'd like to share with you something that I have learned from a friend. I've talked with him, a business partner, 2 weeks ago, and he was explaining to me the difference between keeping your word and honoring your word. I was very confused at first, but as he was explaining this further, I began to understand this. And so I want to share this with you today, and I hope you learn something from this. Have you ever had a business meeting, you arrive on time, and then the person was very late? And the worst part is that he sends you a text message an hour after to tell you that he cannot make it. I know, it's annoying. I've been there. And you know, this is not limited to just an ordinary person. In my experience, I've experienced this with CEOs and business owners, and I've experienced this many times. I know how you feel. This reminds me of a verse in the Bible in Matthew chapter 5, verse 37, where it says, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." I know it's a different context, but the principle is the same. And so let's use that principle. What it says is that say what you mean and mean what you say. That's exactly what it means. And so this is where our topic will come from. What's the difference between keeping your word and honoring your word? So let's say that you have a meeting at 3 p.m. If you come on time, then you have kept your word. But let's say that there are circumstances that has, happened along the way, and you feel that you cannot make it for that time, to be on time. Then you send a text message or you let that person know in advance that you cannot make it. But the point here is that you inform the person who's going to wait for you before the scheduled time. If you do that, then you have honored your word. This is very important because honoring your word will mean that you have earned or kept someone's trust. And trust is very important in any relationship. So what can you do if you cannot keep your word? Well, here are some tips that I want to share with you. Number one, be transparent. Trust is a vital thing in business and in any relationship. And so being transparent is part of being trustworthy. Since honor and respect is synonymous to each other, this also means that if you keep your word, then you're honoring that person and you're honoring your word, and then you gain the trust. Let's say that you have a deadline, for example, that you need to finish something on a specific date, on a specific time, and you feel that you cannot finish that. All you have to do is just be transparent. Why cannot you finish this? Tell the person why you cannot finish and tell that person that you cannot deliver on time. The second tip is communicate. So you're transparent, you explain why you cannot deliver it, and then the next step would be for you to communicate it well. People don't communicate because they fear rejection. They fear that the other person will be mad at them. But that's also a big problem because if you don't communicate, that person will be expecting that you are going to deliver according to the time that you gave them. So when you communicate properly, you're transparent and you communicate with them, that means that you are respecting this person's time and effort. Number three, keep your word the next time. It's okay to miss appointments or miss a deadline once in a while, but if you keep on doing this, this is showing your behavior and your attitude that you are irresponsible. Remember, honor is respect, and respect begets trust. And trust is important in every relationship, whether it's business or it's personal. This shows that the person can trust you. Well, tell me what you think about this. Leave a comment in the box below. And if you have the same experience as mine, share it also in the comment box below. Don't forget to like this post and share with your friends. Stay awesome and stay excellent.